on, friends and fam? We're here again, day 970 in a row, Renaissance Man show. We're gonna get into it, just like we do every single day. So subscribe, ding the bell, and I'll see you in a minute.
Some night when the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Whoa, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Friday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
Looking for another way.
I'm here
Ease my mind and
to ease my mind and help my living. It's a Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 970 in a row of the Renaissance Man show, and we're gonna get into it like we do every single day. So make sure you subscribe, you ding the bell, tell everyone you know where we are every night at 10:30, tonight 11. We're trying to figure out how to navigate the fact that everybody streams at the same time. I gotta figure that out. I got kids. I guess probably that's what everybody's dealing with, I'd imagine. They're all like, okay, kids are asleep. Now I can get the show on the road. Well, we have quite a show for you tonight, guys. I'm so excited. Today we dropped a song that I dropped a while back. I'm going to tell you a little story. Yesterday I'm downloading all the songs that are going on this album, which is coming out in 4 days. And I'm like, I don't have 13 songs this month. I have a lot on my phone. I just haven't had time to get in there and edit them. If you recall, I had to get a new car this last month, so it was kind of nuts. I had a crazy month, but I'm not missing my quota of an album a month. So I go back and I start looking into the vault. Songs that I never released that were great, and I just kind of left. And I said, oh, maybe it wasn't good enough. I'll just leave it. This song right here, Let It Flow, this thing was a great idea originally. Just to give you perspective, it was 12 minutes and change the first time around. This time, less than 6 minutes. This is fire. I took the great idea and made it the song it should have been the first time. I think the one thing I've learned about myself the last 6 months, specifically in the process of editing down my songs, is each month while I'm making sure that these are going to be songs for an album, is I'm starting to realize that, you know, I love 13, 15, 20-minute jams. I could listen to them all day myself. But I think most people, when they're buying an album, they want 3, 4, 5-minute songs. And these songs, if they were that short, would probably be like super contagious. You'd be like, I gotta have it. I gotta. It's infectious. It just keeps bringing you back in. I like to beat a dead horse. I'll take an idea and just keep writing verses. You know, we get songs like Mandate This, 16 minutes long. but it's fire. There's a Dick Facce part in there. I thought about it. I'm like, I could probably mandate this and cut out the Facce part, cut out all the other, specific details and make a 5-minute version of mandate this, and that would be fire. But then you miss so much of the guitar playing, and so look, I needed to find 5 or 6 more songs. I found them. Now I have to edit them down. Okay, this is the first one of the series. I'm going to play it for you right now. It was released just a little while ago, maybe 4 hours ago. But before that, Zabrowski, you ready for your woohoo? I know we are. Let me get it, buddy. We're all waiting. Renaissance Man fam. Woohoo! He did it again. You did it again, Zabrosk. How do you do it? You got the voice of a god. I think that's what it is. I got the voice of a god right here in the name Zabrosk. Zabrosk is kicking it like tonight. You're hanging, right, bud? Zabrosk, you can't just up and leave at 11:11. You can't up and leave at 11:11. I'm going back to the city. This is the place to be. I can't figure you out. Sometimes I just really scratch my head when you leave with that big check of yours. Every day he comes in and gets the check. 970 days in a row. Thanks for the check, Mark. You thank me for the check. How about I'll thank you if you hang out for a little while tonight? Can we do that, Zabrosk? Just tell your wife that you can have date night another Friday. Just tell her that you're here at the Renaissance Man show and you need a second woohoo. You're going to do a double down because we've been paying you for 970 days in a row. You're like, you know what, as a pat on the back for thanks for the gig, Mark. Gonna do a second woohoo for you tonight. No charge. Joanne, he said no charge. He's going to just do the second one gratis. No, Zabra, you didn't like have a problem when I was coming up with the idea. I thought you were like okay with it. Now you have a problem with being generous with one of your woohoos. You got to get paid for every woohoo. Okay, let's get ready to rumble, guy. Right? Okay, no, I get you. I can't do it unless you pay me like millions. He wants millions over there for the woohoo. I'm a Grammy winner. We know. You never let us hear the end of it. Right? He comes in the room. Joanne, what's the first thing Zabroski comes and says when he walks in every day? See? Joanne just told you. I'm sorry. I had a hard time. I was waxing and shining my Grammy. Waxing and shining your Grammy, huh? Thanks, Zabrosk. Rub it in. You didn't get one, Mark. You wrote the song. He did the woohoo, got a Grammy. They completely looked away from the song. They just looked for the woohoo. They're like, we're judging woohoos this year. What about the song? What song? We went to the end of every track until we found woohoos. Zabroski got it. You know, Zabrosk, what kind of wax do you use for that Grammy? I need to know. I released 91 songs so far this year. Like, maybe one of them will be heard and, like, we'll get a Grammy. And then you'll be like, I just want to know, like, what am I using to wax on, wax off Miyagi? What are we doing? Danielson, just tell me. I'll get it from the store in preparation for a potential future, which lines up with beautiful songs and Grammys. Yeah, I know your woohoo's got Grammys, but how many woohoo Grammys do you have? Like 4? The freak. What other album? What other artists did you do it? I thought I was a special case. I thought you did the woohoo for the first time, one and only time. Oh, Mark's music inspired me to woohoo. And then now I'm there forever. Gold Grammy. 4 times? Who were the other? Dylan? Oh, Broderick Dylan. I don't know who the hell that is. So he didn't do anything? Okay. What about, who else did you get in there? Sting? You did it with Sting? You did a woohoo for Sting? No. Oh, I'm sorry. He said, yeah, he does stink. I thought he said Sting. My bad. So why'd you give him a woohoo if he was like not a good artist? He stinks. I'm going to give him a woohoo anyway. You give Broderick, like a woohoo instead of being like, look, buddy, you stink. Just call it quits now. Oh, yeah, that one song. was a one-hit wonder, Broderick. Broderick was a one-hit wonder. Came out with that one. Ooh, and tell me something. I wanna hold your hands. I know. Yeah, no, I remember that one. That was a good song. Broderick did that one. I forgot. But look, I get it. I mean, sort of. You do woohoo for Broderick and his Hold Your Hands tune. But what about who was the other artist then? What else were you working with here? You don't remember? This is the problem with musicians. So you don't remember what artist you gave a woohoo to. You're just throwing them out there getting Grammys. You don't remember what artist. What? The artist doesn't matter? The music doesn't matter? Yeah, I've heard it all. So Zabrowski doesn't care about the music. He cares about the woohoo. I think you're like a... You know when people do like photo bombing? I think you're a woohoo bomber. I think you woohoo bomb people left and right. The guy's like... And you're like, woohoo! And the whole world gets up and gives you a freaking Grammy. And you just did it for the Grammy. You didn't even do it for the music. The music didn't move you. You were just doing it for the gold. I gotta have a Grammy. Woo-woo bomber. No, it's okay. I get it, Zabrowski. I get it. Just 1 million. It changes things, though, Zabrowski. I mean, seriously, I've been telling the story forever. We're in the moment. I'm looking through the plate glass window, and you're there on the drum kit. Woohoo! I was like, this guy's on fire. He was so into the music. He was into the woohoo. He was trying to woohoo it. He's like, look, I don't care what the hell this song sounds like. At the end, I'm friggin' woohooing it. I'm getting a Grammy. Zabrowski. I get it. I see now that your motivations are all selfish. That's why when you come here, you take your check and go. No, Joanne, hold on to the check for a second. I'm not done. I got to talk to Zabrowski because I'm very upset with the way the situation's going right now. You're going to come over here, tell me I'm just one of four? Oh, I've been doing woohoos forever. Gave one to Broadwick Tail. Who are you giving the Broadwick for? Are you kidding me? Gosh almighty. You know, if you weren't so freaking good with that woohoo, I would can you right now. You take your last check and go. That's right. But no. You know what? I'm not going to let this bother me, Zabrowski. I'm going to just deal with it because that's what we do in life. We deal with the left hooks, the uppercuts. I'm getting it from the Zabrowski this time. What? No. You better be here tomorrow, and I want you here early. Yeah, 10:30 start time. Day 971 in a row. That's freaking right. Your woohoo better be better than Knight's. I'm feeling like I didn't get all the woohoo from you. I don't know. There was like a little something off. Did you guys feel it? I feel like there was something off tonight. That woohoo was like, What the heck kind of woohoo was that? Am I hearing things wrong? Did I just kind of imagine it being different? Because I felt like it was a different woohoo tonight. It just wasn't, It didn't have that thing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm here, I'm just trying to figure you out, Zabrowski. You don't bring it? I bring the checkbook. Joanne's got the check. You're going to sit there and kind of give me a half woohoo? Well, what was that? You should be ashamed of yourself. On the way back to the city tonight, you should be thinking about how poor your woohoo was this evening. Woohoo, you're like the woohoo bandit. Unbelievable. I'm just going to do it a little bit today. I'm only going to pay you a little bit today. How about that? Zabrowski, 970 days in a row, you've been getting paid full. We give you a full per woohoo. I told you, not a per diem, it's a per woohoo with Zabrowski. You're going to sit there. I want to go play back. I'm going to play that one back. That woohoo was not the same as yesterday's woohoo or the day before. There was something off about that woohoo. Man. You know, it's like you give and you give and you give, and you're like, hey, Zabrowski, got a gig for you. He comes over with like the Okay, I'm gonna do. That's what it sounded like to me tonight. Didn't it just sound like that to you guys? You're there and you're like, huh, that's weird. Usually Zabrowski's got a pretty solid woohoo. Tonight, what was it, Zabrosk? You know what? Just get out of here. Go back to the city. You tell your wife I'm disappointed in you. This is maybe the last time we have you on the show. No, I'm just kidding. No, just listen. Next time, I want a double decker. You better give it to me like I feel it, the vibration. You know what I mean? Like I want to feel the elevation happen like usual. Tonight I didn't feel it. I feel like you actually brought me down a level. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's like a level droppage happening with the Zabrowski woohoo tonight. It was like, well, who does a woohoo down? Who does it downwards woohoo? A woohoo goes, woohoo! He goes, woo! What was that? Gosh almighty. It's like, you know. And you think, as a singer-songwriter, as the host of the show, who's heard the woohoo 970 days in a row, I'm not going to know when you're off a woohoo. I'm not going to know when the tone is just a little off, you know? Just didn't bring it tonight, Zabrowski. You just didn't bring it. No, you should absolutely be ashamed of yourself. You call yourself a Grammy winner? Are you kidding me? Grammy winner over here? Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, that was a Grammy performance. That was the worst performance you've ever had. 970 days in a row? Well, 970 was the worst of 970 in a row. I mean, what are we doing here? You're going to come down and just do it like, I'm a Grammy winner. Let me do the woohoo Grammy winner style. Well, then give it to me. We got the judges. They're all here tonight. We're talking about 2022 Grammys. They're here just checking you out. Make sure you do it right. And you're going to give us one of those? Like, downward woohoo. Never heard it in my freaking life. Never heard a downward woohoo before. First time, day 970. No, thanks, Zabrowski. Seriously, thanks for bringing us down a level. Right at the beginning of the show, no mind. I mean, like, seriously? Guys, I don't know. Am I wrong? I mean, am I hearing things? I don't think so. That was a different woohoo tonight. You're going to go back now and you're going to be like, totally. He just didn't bring it tonight. Oh my goodness, guys. Zabrosk, right? I mean, what is he doing, Pamela? He's coming down disrespecting the show. Doing a half a... No, you, Joanne, you can give him the check now. Zabrowski, we'll see you tomorrow, okay? You better bring it a little bit better tomorrow. I'm serious. You know, I don't want to have to reprimand you again live on the air. I do it all the time off the air. I freaking throw things at Zabrowski. What kind of woo-hoo is that in the test? We're doing test runs. We're trying to get ready for the show. Make sure that he's hitting it. You know what I mean? And like, Zabrosk, give us a couple woo-hoos just to kind of get your pipes going. You know, you want to make sure your pipes are going. We're woo-hooing it when your time comes. Give something to live for. Zabrosk, give it to me. Woohoo! He's there with it. So we're doing a test run. Like usually there's 3 or 4 before the show. He's been hit with a couple big things before. I threw my coffee at him a couple weeks back. You call that a woo-hoo? No, you don't call that a woo-hoo. I mean, that's not, you don't want to even call that a woo-hoo. Just don't show up that day, you know? Because if you're going to do that, you know, I'll start throwing anything. I'll throw phones. I'll take a beat seat and throw it at him. Just Zabrowski. Just to try to wake him up. You know, like, you got to kind of hit him with something. You never knew that? Like, sometimes people are just, trained of thought isn't there. You hit him with something. You throw a shoe. You didn't know that's why Italian grandmothers throw shoes? Because their grandkids got ADD. Shoe in the freaking head. That's what happens. I just want you to realize that. Now you know. This is what, you know, we do here. We diagnose situations. We need to understand, you know, humanity and how we're built and understood, you know, the engineering behind it. It's all what's going on here with Zabrowski. Yeah, no, we'll see you later, Zabrosk. He's like feeling really bad right now. Did you hear that on the way out? Oh, okay. Sorry, Mark. Should be sorry. That was the worst, right? I mean, am I crazy, guys? Was that not the worst woohoo you've ever heard? You've been here with me. You've been here. Oh, my goodness. So I guess we started with a little comedy bit tonight. I never know what we're going to do with Zabrosk. Zabrosk is just he's a show of his own now. We just came up with him about a week and a half ago. We used to always just be like, Give it to me, Zabrowski. Woo, there's nothing better than a woo-hoo. Hold on a minute. You're there, right? You get in the taxi in New York City. You're like, oh, yibbity-yabbity you. Give me a friggin' ride. He pulls up. But instead of, pulling up next to you, he runs you over. Yeah. Oh, where did my fare go? Under the friggin' car. You. Oh, let me peel out and see if I can see him. He peels out all over your friggin' leg. It like twists and turns, right? Comes off like a corkscrew. Taxi driver. He's an Uber guy. He's sitting there, right? Oh, I'm sorry. You're crying. Oh, my friggin' leg. I don't blame you. Right then, there's an ice cream truck going by. We got bomb pops. Little kid goes, oh, yibbity yap. I want a bomb pop. Whoa-ho. You're telling me you there, corkscrewed off leg. You're not gonna be like, yay, I got a woo-hoo. You got a woo-hoo after you got a leg decapitated. We're talking. You're not gonna be like, oh my goodness, greatest moment of my life. Just heard a woo-hoo. That's what we used to say with Facce. It's just Facce would get in there and start doing like a, hold on a minute. You get shot 16 times by a submachine gun. You're there bleeding out, right? Same moment. There's like this 37-year-old kid, foreign exchange student, terrible student. He's still in school, 37. He's scratching off a Lucky Lotto. He gets 3 sevens in a row. Yibbity yap. Woo-hoo. You're telling me 16 shots chest there bleeding out? You're not going to be like, yay. It's a woo-hoo. How dare you? You can't take a woo-hoo. Take a bad situation, turn around. I got a woo-hoo. Yik. The bullets went through. It's fine. You can't be like, yay. I can't figure you. Oh, goodness, guys. Christine, that makes me happy. I want you to breathe. Don't not breathe, but I'm starting to go there too. Oh, man. Facce's hilarious. Zabrowski's hilarious. Joanne, you're not funny at all. No. Mark, you need to get all of your deductions together. Oh, Mark, I need an organized list of your bits. Excuse me? Hold on a minute. You got Joanne sitting over there asking me for an organized bit of routine. Excuse me, Joanne, I've been here 970 in a row. I don't freaking know what I'm going to do. You want me to write down what I'm going to do? Joanne, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. How about you go take a break? Go call your husband. Because I'm not going to write anything down for you. Okay. No. I'm not going to do your bidding, Joanne. You come over here and you try to tell me how to run the show, 9-7 in. Maybe you should do this. I got an idea for you, Joanne. Why don't you write down what I do, and then I can go over it afterwards and be like, thank you. Thank you for categorizing and basically creating like a daily like blog, which kind of goes along with the show, explaining everything that happened daily on the show. I appreciate that you're willing to do that on your own dollar. You're awesome. Because at the end of the day, I sell real estate during the day, Joanne. I can't go out there and be like, I'm going to type out what I did last night. Oh, I wrote 3 songs, and then I did a Facce bed and Spider Mark and Bat Mark. Blah, 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 blah. I appreciate that you're going to do that for me, Joanne. Because I can't. I'd love to. That's why I have you, though. No, I appreciate you doing it on your own dime while your husband's there and you're trying to watch your favorite show. You're awesome. That's like such a nice thing of you, actually, to be honest. Like, I didn't expect you to actually go that, like, over, above and beyond. I was just making fun of the fact that you're not funny at all. And then, like, you show me how big that heart is. But it's oversized, like it's a health issue. What, Joanne? I thought you had like a big heart, like you were sharing love, like you got an oversized heart thing going on. Like, what are we doing over there? Can we get like a cow heart and do a transplant? Like, what are we working with? Are you on a list? Like, Joanne, you hit us with this information. Like, we're here Friday night trying to have a good time. You give us the old, I got a heart the size of like Texas. That's a big heart. You know, I thought you were giving us some love. You're telling us that it's oversized and you're having some issues and we need to get you on a list. Someone out there is like, oh, I work in a hospital and I'm a heart transplant doctor and I got one in the back seat of my Corolla. You got one in your Corolla? Joanne could use one. I'll send her by. Joanne, what are you driving these days? A Corolla? That's like meant to be, Joanne. You got a Corolla. That guy's got a Corolla. He's got a heart. He's for you. It's not triple the size that it should be, like yours. No, I mean, look, it's not good, but it's also not bad. You're still here with us, right? Like, what do you mean you got minutes left? Like, why didn't you tell us any of this, Joanne? You just show up for work and you got minutes left to live? I got a heart. Oh, like, this is like there's a serious oversized heart situation going on over here. I don't want you dropping dead in the studio, Renaissance man. What are we doing here? I gotta have you dying over there at the big oversized heart? Joanne, I'll tell you what. I know you're doing. You went and got the Vaxaroo, and now you're like, I'm gonna see if I can milk the Renaissance Man show for some some healthcare benefit situations. You know what? I'm not allowing that. No, I'm not gonna sign off on it. When they call me and say, "Are you the employer of?" No, I'm not. I don't even know who the hell Joanne is. Yeah, I never even heard of her before. Oversized heart? You kidding me? You think I'd hire someone with oversized heart? You know, sometimes you just have to lay it out, you know. Now, I'm thinking something right now. Right before, when I was coming down for the show, I'm walking around and I see something down by my chair over here hop. And it looked like a little spider. It wasn't a spider. It was a freaking cricket. I just heard that stupid cricket making noise somewhere in my basement here. I'm going to have to elbow him in the freaking cricket face. You can't come over in my basement, cricket head. I'm taking you down. Captain Lou Alabama style. You kidding me? I'm going to put the rubber bands in my face. Captain Lou? I'm going to go and take this freaking cricket out. How dare he? Are you kidding me? He's coming over here, coming to try to make noise in my studio. Cricket Man. You don't want to say Cricket Man 3 times. If you do, like, it's a Beetlejuice / like Candyman situation. Don't go there with Cricket Man. You just got to take an elbow to his face. The first time you see him. Next time he hops. Elbow in the freaking face. You should have known better, Cricket. You didn't. Now you're dead. I'm sorry. It's good luck. Pamela says it's good luck to have a cricket. Is it good luck to smash it in the face with an elbow? I'm just thinking out loud. We got to make sure we protect, the show. Last time, I got bit by a spider. Turned into Spider Mark. Yeah, I was there on the streets. Shoo, shoo, shoo. I saw a guy there. He had a Domino's pizza. I went in for the Supreme. You can't have a Supreme on the streets. Metropolis. Supermark. Spider Mark. The Supreme. Spider Mark, give me my Supreme pizza back. Shut up, stupid. Spider Mark, spider in the face. You can't talk to me and say that I can't eat the pizza that you paid for, that you got all the extra fixings on, had them do it well done, and then you start walking out. Shoo, I take it from you. I'm chowing it down. You're going to say something? Shoo, shoo, shoo. I shot 3 webs in your face. Don't ever talk back again when Spider Mark is hungry. I'm saving the city. When I'm out there saving the city and you have the nerve to talk back, how about this? Next time, I'll let you come out with your stupid Dominoes next time. And when the robber comes by and he's got the gun and he's like, I just stole from this bank and here's a guy with the Dominoes. He steals your Dominoes and shoots you at the same time just because he wants the Dominoes. He thinks you're going to give him a hard time because it's a freaking Supreme. Shoots you and now you're dead. Oh, it was Spider Mark. I was sitting there on the building. Remember you told me I couldn't have your freaking Supreme pizza? Yeah. Next time, just say, thank you, Spider Mark. Let me go get another. And if I come back out and you'd like it, it's all you. This is what I expect. Okay, Spider Mark, I'm out there on the street, and you're going to sit there and have an attitude? I got extra silk. I'm taking people down like all over. They get a disrespect for the Spider Mark. Like, you can't mess with Peter Marker. When you're out there on the streets, Peter Marker walks by, and you're like, oh, hey, Peter Marker, what are you doing? Shoo! Are you Spider Mark? Yes, I am. I don't have a freaking alias. I'm Peter Mark Spider Mark. That's my full name now. I went down to the naturalization office and signed a paperwork. Now it's my full name. Peter Marker Spider Mark. I'm not hiding from anybody anymore. You think I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to go take pictures. No, I'm done with taking pictures, okay? I'm Peter Marker Spider Mark. I'm out there on the freaking buildings stealing food whenever I want to. I'm taking down bad guys, okay? So you come out and you got yourself like a big Sunday. That's my Sunday. You better not even think it's your Sunday. Now I come and shoot that freaking Sunday out of your hand into my hand, right in the friggin' face. You got to see all of these. Like, I get a lot of really kind of negative feedback on the Facebook groups. You just got to go Facebook and type in Spider Mark stole my food. And if you go and check it out, a couple people flip in there. They're not really involved with food. It's just like random stuff. Oh, I was on the street and I was walking my grandmother across the street and I had a pretzel in my hand. Spider Mark came and stole the pretzel, shot me in the face with a spider web. And then also my grandmother tripped over me and she hurt herself. Thanks, Spider Mark. He thanked me. He must have had a problem with his grandmother. Look, you got a problem with grandma, and then you thank me for doing you the right way. Like, I did you right. You had the pretzel. You were walking an old lady across the street, and you didn't just give up that pretzel like willingly. Here you go, Spider Mark, here, you want a pretzel? I expect that. Oh, there's Spider Mark. Spider Mark, I got a pretzel. You want it? You didn't do any of those two things. Like, if you did one of those two things, then I'm like, okay, this is a friend. This isn't an enemy of Spider Mark, you know? But when you're there and you're like coveting that freaking pretzel, you're like, you walking like this, I think. You had grandma and you're going like this. You get that pretzel. I don't know if you were hiding it from the smell, the stench from it coming up from that grate there or what, but you were covering it up. And that's what bothered me most. You cover up pretzel from Spider Mark. I shot that. I got precision aim. You kidding me? Spider Mark. I could shoot my web within a little space. You'd be like, how did you get it in there? Shoot. And you're looking through it. I hit you in the eye. You shouldn't have been looking in there wondering how I got it through there. I got it through there while you were looking in there to prove to you that you're an idiot. You should never have done that. Okay? Spider Mark shot that thing, got the spider. I got the pretzel, right? I swear he didn't care about his grandmother. Yeah, where's my pretzel? He threw his grandma to the ground. That's what I saw. Throws her to the ground. He trips over grandma in the process of yelling at Spider Mark. So I shot him again in the face with another spider web. Excuse me, you tripped over your grandmother. Didn't even see how she was doing. You cared about your dumb pretzel, which was delicious, by the way. Bye, Menon. Oh my goodness, guys. So we got 35 minutes of comedy, I guess, to start the show. Oh my goodness, guys. This is the type of stuff we need the world to be tuning into. Live comedy where we just vamp like this as Spider Mark and Zabrowski, whatever else. I just love that because I have no idea what I'm going to say. I just let my mind keep going and keep spitting stuff out. It's just like the songs. Literally just spit stuff out as we go, and it just continues to ramble. It's so silly. I never know what I'm going to do or say. Like, I'll think of one word like Sunday, and then all of a sudden I'm like, it's my Sunday. What are you kidding me? It's just like, what kind of insanity is this? So let's get to the song I just released. Again, this was 12 and a half minutes when I first released it about 6 months ago. Never put it on an album because there were a lot of things in there I didn't like, but there's a lot of great stuff. So I went in there and I retooled the entire song, and this is what we have. It's called Let It Flow. And then I have another one that's being released, premiered right after this. That will be live tomorrow at
You've
4
booked
p.m.
a spacious Vrbo summer home with a pool big enough for the most epic cannonballs.
That's not it. Hold on a minute. Let's see if this changes it. Yeah. Oh, no, that's Can't Stop This Train. So this is tomorrow, guys. I'm giving you the link now because if you click that, you can like it, comment, and share it. Yeah. Oh, no, that's Hold on a minute. And tomorrow at 4 p.m., we're going to be watching that together, okay? Let me play you the song I intended to play for you at the beginning, which was Let It Flow. I'm so excited I fixed this song up, guys. It's 5 minutes and 41 seconds. I went from 12 and a half minutes to 5:41. And you know what? That's how you make songs memorable and also songs like somewhat infectious. Let me know what you think of this. Tuesday night, playing the guitar like I do every night. Sometimes find ourselves at a crossroads. We must decide which road to take and which road to say goodbye to. And I know sometimes it's hard to say goodbye, but you must choose one. You must go out and find your light. You can't split yourself in two. No, I don't think you could ever do that. You've got to pick one thing, be the best version of yourself. Gotta let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Let it flow, flow. Let it go, let it flow. Let it flow, flow, flow. Let it flow. Every moment and every experience you have, it shapes you into the soul you are today. You gotta let it New chapter, new verse, new chorus, new life, new experience to feel. Our lives are changing, every moment is gone. Every time I think, I lose my space in line. And the only way this works, if I stop myself from thinking about what's next and just let it flow. Don't you know it's when this is the best version of the show? We let it flow. Get off at the next stop. You wonder if you'll be alright alone. You can take on the world if you center yourself every now and then. You could take on anything, I swear, my friend. It'll just be me and you in the end. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Don't you know? Let it flow. Yeah, let it go, let it flow, let it go, let it go. Yeah, let it flow, let it flow, let it go, let it go. Yeah, let it go.
La, na, 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 yeah. Let it go, yeah. Coming out from the cold, gotta let it flow, let it flow, flow. You gotta let it flow, let it flow, flow, flow. You gotta let it flow, 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 flow. You let it flow. Let it go, let it go, let it flow, let it go, let it flow.
Oh man, cut that down so much in order to make that happen. And there's one little thing at the end there that it got messed up on the down drop down, so I'm gonna have to see if I can fix that, maybe for the next release or before the release. So tomorrow at 4 p.m., guys, this is being released. I'm sharing it with you right now. It's called "Can't Stop This Train." And I'm very excited about this one. There's another new song that will be on the album in a few days. I'm trying to get it through. I got about 3 or 4 more songs on the phone that I still haven't edited. I'm going to try to do them to get them on this album. It has to be out by the 31st, so I'm running out of time. But this song right here is another new one. It's coming out tomorrow at 4 p.m. If you could join me for that. And let's see if we can play it. Yeah, oh, here we go. All right, you guys ready? Let me know what you think.
Sunday night, cool air surrounds me. No, wait until tomorrow. No, waiting for the world to come. We go to be more involved in the change of the guard. You see people all complacent these days, fooled by some simple lies masking fear. It's just too much to overcome for anybody who's got their head on the tube, looking for the answers. They're giving you what they want you to think about, what they want you to fear. Oh, you ain't gonna clear your mind unless you come and join me. Broadcasted to the world, broadcasted, don't stop the light. Broadcasted, we can change it all. Broadcast through the darkness and light. darkness changes, it all runs away. One by one, day by day. Gonna write one song each day at least, maybe 2, 5, 10, who knows? Who knows where this train's going, I can't figure it out. Just push that gear forward. We're going all day, we're going all night, we're going all year, we're going all life. There's no stopping where this train goes. All we got to do is let the light roll. Don't you know, you got to do what you can to get it out though. We got to find our way into the moment, yeah. Everything good comes from the second, yeah. And everything else is meant to distract you. Just keep them in their heads, yeah. Put their head down on that screen, give them what they need, yeah. Keep them away from their uniqueness. If they find it, we're in big trouble, so got to keep them under mind control. Trying to distract you from the truth. They're trying to tell you what is true. They got you hooked, yeah. They got you thinking what they're saying is true. But you know deep inside of you, if you look, if you feel, if you search your soul, you'd say there's no way they got my back, no. They're trying to take me down, yeah. I gotta stand on my own, that's what it takes. I don't need anything you see from you or Dr. Fauci. Shut down since the world changed, yeah. We're all sitting at home, got masks on, trying to stay safe. We don't wanna go down, we can't. So, 4 p.m. tomorrow on that. I may actually clean something up there, because you know what I liked was this. I may put this back in for, right here. I'm going to put this in for a second look, ready? You guys still see this? Yeah. This part. Broadcasted to the world. Broadcasted. Don't stop the light. Broadcasted. We can change it all. Broadcast through the darkness, the light. Yep. That's going to be the hook. That is going to be the hook. I'm going to drop that into the song twice, maybe 3 times. And then we'll have a freaking awesome song broadcasted to the world. I may change the name of the song actually too. But at the end of the day, it's You Can't Stop the Train.
This train's been moving for 970 days in a row. It doesn't need fuel. It doesn't need anything from the man. All I need is to be allowed to be on the air and to leave a message for this world. And the train will keep chugging. And these songs, man, I'll tell you what. Broadcast it to the world. Let people know we're here, because these songs, you have to remember, everybody's in the world writes songs, okay? If there are people that are songwriters, they're writing songs. I'm writing songs. I've always written songs about us. I've always written songs about society, about the world, about love, about coming together. When something massive happened, I wrote songs about 9/11. I wrote songs about a friend that passed away. And you hear that cricket? He's in here somewhere. I'm going to elbow him in the freaking face. I'm finding that freaking cricket. I'll tell you what, Keith, if I find that cricket, I'm sending him to the lake. He's jumping in there. I'm putting a leech on the freaking cricket. That cricket's going to be leeched up. He's trying to cricket himself. Can't. He's got leeches all over him. Hard-bodied leech. Hard-bodied cricket. He's sitting there. He's got leeches all over. Leeches are trying to suck blood out of a hard cricket. But they're hanging. They're like, I'm going to just hang out on this cricket. Cricket's going like this. He can't make the noise, though, because he's being leeched up. Keith, what do you think? It's a new business. We should do it together. We can be like, you know what? This is called Crickets and Leeches Have Babies by Men. And I'm just saying, it's just something to look into. Keith, call me off air. We're going to work that one out. That's it. We may have to come up with a new name for the business, but the concept is there, right? Crickets, leeches on their back. I think Julie would dig it. I'm just thinking, Julie may actually like crickets then. She'd be like, I'll eat crickets. She's doing some weird Fear Factor thing with Joe Rogan. And she's like, I'll have crickets. I'll have leeches. You're a weird lady, Julie. And you still won't even give Derek the time of day. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Poor Derek, leeched up, did everything you asked. I wrote songs to bring you together. Trevor and Madeline over there with the Perfect Love. Perfect Love with Madeline. Yeah, it was a ridiculously awesome song, I know. But it never will be played again. No, because Trevor, you know what? It's kind of obnoxious. It's obnoxious, that love you guys share. You know what I mean? Like, we're all sitting here just trying to elevate and trying to find some positivity in a world that's dying, right? And you're over there where you got like birds flying around you. Like, I literally saw birds flying around them earlier. I was like, what the freak is this? And they were talking. They were like communicating with each other. Oh, we love. I hear you, cricket face. I'm leeching you. I'm going to leech the friggin' heck out of you. Don't test me. I get Derek here to help. Derek's going to give me the tip on how to attach a leech to the best part of a cricket. Because if we can get it on the underbelly and then right where he does his thing, he's going to be pissed off. He's going to be a pissed off cricket. You know, I want to be in the room when that cricket for the first time tries to make the cricket noise and he can't. And he's like, oh, what's going on? Leeched. You got leeched. I'm sorry. Keith and Mark started a business called You Got Leeched in the Friggin' Face. And the cricket was the first line of, of action. We had to take that job. The call came in. Hey, look, we got a cricket situation going on right now. Keith, Mark, are you able to handle this one? I called Keith. I was like, because this was a message came through in the voicemail. I went into the office just to check the voicemails. And in there, I'm like, Keith, I'm really worried about this one. I don't know. They got a cricket situation going on. They're asking for leeches. What do you think? Keith said, tell him we'll be right over there in 15 freaking minutes. Keith, he came over there. He had like a box of leeches ready to go. Went over, we attached the hell out of them. I didn't know how Keith was so good at it. But you know what? I didn't realize this. This is something you could research. Go and check this out on Google. Keith was All-American in 74 on leech placement. Yeah. It was an award that year, 74. And also he was on the Olympic team. Yeah. Keith, I'm going to need you on this one. We got a cricket situation going on. I'm thinking 4 leeches? Is that too many leeches? I'm not sure. You got to tell me. Keith is really the master. He's the prescriber of leeches. You know, if you want a prescription for leeches on your property, or on your crickets, cats, dogs, kids, husband, Derek. I got something from my... Gotta get this off over here. This is, you know what I did? There we go. I've been going, I don't know if I always do this when I get a new car, but like, they have these places that have like you can buy monthly car wash, right? So, yeah, Keith is saying buy stock now. You're not joking. If you guys want in on the IPO, just let me know. Keith and I will give you the inside scoop. IPO, you can buy in shares before your family has a chance to. Remember, no insider trading on this one, okay? Just Keith and I will give you the inside scoop, just you, because you're part of the Renaissance Man family. This is actually within the bylaws. If you go and check the United States Trade and Stock Commission contract and agreement with the Keith Henry and Mark Pires. Lychee all over the freaking... I swear, I gotta leech the hell out of this cricket. I think I know where he is. Do you think I should just go right to leeches, Keith? Like, what do you think here? I'm thinking first idea I had off the top of my head was to like just pour a couple thousand gallons of water right in the general area and drown them out, right? I mean, like, whatever. Who cares? I clean up the water in the basement. Who cares, right? You know what I mean? Like, is that a good idea? No, probably not a good idea on that one. So what I got to do is maybe try to slide the chair over. Maybe the freaking stupid cricket is behind the chair, right? I take zippity zappity zoo. That's going to freaking hurt that cricket. I know he's got a hard shell. Cricket's going down. Cricket's going down. Getting you cricket. Gonna go down cricket. Gonna get that cricket. Gonna throw some leeches on that cricket. Gonna take that cricket down. Yeah. Gonna throw some leeches on the cricket. Yeah. Gonna make some noise. Gonna find that cricket. Gonna bang him in the face with this freaking thing. Yeah. Get down. What the hell am I talking about? But we're gonna take that freaking cricket down with this. I'm thinking. Worst case, I'm calling in Keith our first. Like, this is going to be our first job is really me. Like, I'm the first job for the company, for our new business, which also, by the way, you can, if you want to, you could get in on a franchise. We have a franchise, Lychee franchise. We're doing a Lychee franchise, Keith and I. Like, Keith had that idea. He actually just sent me the text. He said, Mark, let's do a franchise. I said, that's not a bad idea. It only will cost you $3 million just to use the name. We don't give you anything else. That you pay extra for the... Do you hear it? I'm coming after you, cricket. I caught it. Almost, darn it. I almost had it. I just fell down over here on the side. Oh, man. I'm coming for you, cricket. Where do we get our content from? What the... Every day something crazy's going on over here on this show. Today we got a cricket. The other day I was Spider Mark. I've been Spider Mark now 6 times. But now I'm the cricket hunter. Don't make me put on my freaking Chuck Norris. I'll throw on the Chuck Norris outfit. I got my black belt. I was a 74-degree black belt. As Facce, 92-degree. Don't even mess with Facce. Like, I don't even know if you realize this. You could come in the room. Facce's got the beat on you. Yeah, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to jump on Facce. He won't even know. Facce, hold on a minute. He could sense you. He could feel the ground moving. Facce is kind of a anomaly, really. I mean, if you think about it, who else can do that besides Chuck Norris? They say Bruce Lee used to do it as well. I don't know. I didn't know Bruce Lee, except when I was Back to the Future, Mark. I did go back to meet with Bruce Lee when I was Back to the Future, Mark. He taught me everything there was to know about Jeet Kune Do. I was like, yeah, check it out. 1-inch punch style. I freaking 1-inch punch people all over the place now because of Bruce Lee. He was like, Mark, can I 1-inch punch this freaking cricket? I gotta do it. Like, what are we doing here? He's over there. I'm getting cricketed over here. I'm getting kind of, I don't want to be cricketed. Like, I don't need it. It's not my thing, being cricketed, you know. Man, we've been dropping so much stuff. I want to play you this thing that I came up with the other day. This is crazy stuff. It's basically a song about being chased by a werewolf. Yeah, we got a new character, Sonny. You're right. We got a new character, Cricket Man. The search for the freaking cricket. Let's see how many weeks that lasts for. These crickets are elusive. I'll tell you, like, I thought I saw the cricket. Shoo, 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 jumping all over the place. Whack! He jumped that way. Jumped that way. Holy shit.
Now start.
Hold on. All right, so this right here is called Wolfie's Got Me Now.
Cole,
This
he's
will be
my
on the
miracle
album
child.
in 4 days.
So how does your miracle...
Let me get a little funk. Going out at night. Traveling by moonlight. Somewhere way down the road. I see werewolf howling. I wonder why I'm alone tonight. The werewolf turned his eyes, gaze, he placed it on me, and I can't get away. He starts coming towards me. I don't know what I'll do. Start climbing a tree. The wolfie's got me now. The wolfie's got me now. Morning comes. The wolf sits below. He's waiting for me to get tired and come on down. I'll stay up here all day if I got to. The wolf keeps looking up, he's just licking his lips. He can't wait to take a chomp on me. Go away, find another prey, find someone today. The wolfie's coming now. The wolfie's coming now. Day 3. It's just me up in the tree looking down at Wolfie sitting below me. Wants to climb up, wants to get me, and I keep climbing high. I hope he won't smell me, he'll just go away. But he's got it all, yeah, he's trained on me. Oh, he's got me now, yeah, oh, he's got me now. I run and zigzag, try to get away, try to run fast, but I'm too slow, cause the wolf ain't got me, yeah. Yeah, oh, the wolf has got me now. The wolf has got me now. Oh. Grab this tree branch, give it a swing, keep
keep that wolf away. Jump down, maybe get away to my car, jump in before he has a chance to bite my tire. Now, me on my way. First branch I grab is $2 strong. I can't get it to break. No, I'm starting to get delusional. 3 days old without food, no. Wolfie can't wait for me to get tired of this game. Hope to get away. We got to get away. Oh, jump out of the stray. Yeah, hit him with a branch if I can. Whatever got to do, got to get away before my end. Yeah, whoa, oh. The wolfie's coming now. Got me now. The wolfie's got me now. Jump down, yeah, look at that human, he ain't lame. Say, gonna jump all over him now. Thought he could get away, get to his car, no way. Yeah, I bit him, yeah, I ate him. Oh, yeah, he thought that was his first mistake. Says Wolfie. The wolfie's got me now. The wolfie's got me now. Oh, the wolfie's got me now. The wolfie's got me now. Oh, the wolfie's got me now. He's got me now. Oh, Wolfie, Wolfie. You can't get away from you. That is another song that the world needs right now more than anything. That one's got a funk vibe to it also. We got so much funk lately. It's been pretty crazy. I think I want to play you a little something here in between music. I'm trying to see if I can get a tuning on this, get this thing. This is my very first real guitar. I bought this when I was, I guess, 21. I saved up for a while for this puppy. College, my first guitar, real guitar, and it's seen a lot. Like there's a bunch of cracks in it. But right now, I don't even know why I was doing this. Like this one, the strings are just loose because I need to fix the action on this one. This one I could fix the action because I actually have this. This came with my Gibson guitar, so I could tune this. I could
adjust it. So I'm going to try to fix this acoustic so we have a guitar for tomorrow, an acoustic. But I think we may go with a little laugh right now. Just for a moment here. Actually. I have a lot of stuff I want to play for you, but let me just do this real quick. This is something that happened last week. It's a funny bit. This is satire, YouTube. This is satire. You can't pull something like this down. This is comedy, okay? This isn't telling anybody anything different. This is just comedy. And obviously anybody who watches this would know this is a joke, okay? Just so anybody's watching this ever and they take this show down because of something like this, you guys are mental. Just letting you know. You can't take me down for calling you mental because you're being mental. Angel's got it right. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Angel's got the cootie shot. Look, if you got a cootie shot, then you're good to go. Like, seriously? Nobody realizes this. When I got the CDC notification, they're like, you need your Vaxaroo. I said, excuse me, circle, circle, dot, dot. I already got my freaking cootie shot. I don't need your Vaxaroo because my cootie shot, it's a double decker. It handles cooties and it also handles Civid-9. Look, you didn't realize it. Like, everybody's out there trying to, where do we find like something we have in our arsenal already? We're looking at like dextromethorelin, and we're looking at hydroxyloxin, and we're looking at the other things that have to do with horses, you know? And then all of a sudden, nobody thought about the cootie shot. If you had your cootie shot, then you're like good to go already. Like, I don't need a Vaxaroo, Fauci. Look, you're going to need your Vaxaroo. Dr. Fauci, I'm sorry. I actually don't need my Vaxaroo. Oh, why not? Everybody needs a Vaxaroo. You failed to let everybody know, like, disclosure, unless you've had your cootie shot. I mean, where are we? We're in the year 2021, and you're not reminding people, the ones that got the cootie shot in school. You're good to go. You're like, oh, a cootie shot? Put that out on the line. Joanne, do me a favor. Put out a memo. Cootie shot. The new CUREEE. We have to do that because they have bots. But Joanne, make sure you put that out ASAP. Yeah, ASAP Lunchables. And also, if you can, tweet it out to my, I think I've got 247 followers on Twitter. Tweet it out to my 247 followers on Twitter. Yeah. Don't put any hashtags, though. None. That's a trick. That's you make sure nobody sees it at all. But look, because you know, Joanne, you know if we put it out there that they're just going to rip it down anyway. So don't put the hashtags. Don't put things like hashtag Fauci the fraud. You know, Joanne, you got your cootie shot, right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Angel Dreams had her cootie shot. I've had mine. You've had yours. We're like 100% right now. I'm pretty sure if you took a poll, you'd probably find that at least 73% of people have had their cootie shot. I did a circle, circle, dot, dot. When I think it was third grade, the first time, it was Rebecca Morrison. She came over and she's like, you got the cooties. And I said, circle, circle, dot, dot. Now I got the cootie shot. And I've been good ever since. You can't mess with a guy who's got his cootie shot and then tell him that he's got to also get a Vaxaroo shot. I'm sorry. Wait a second. You want me to take your experimental, like medicine, like, right? Instead of me having the time proven, right? This is through history. We've seen this in history. The cootie shot has held up through time. And you're going to tell me that, no, you need a Moderna. No, I'm sorry. I don't need anything from Bill Gates. I don't need Bill Gates. I don't want Bill Gates in my arm, okay? I got a cootie shot way back in the day. Rebecca Morrison. It was her fault. But I took the shot back then. I'm not taking another one. Fraud she. Look, seriously, when you're out there pushing yours when I already had the most thorough shot there is, You know, you're talking about like measles, mumps. No, I had the cootie shot, and now I'm good. Yeah. So I want to thank Angel Dreams for reminding me that I have already antibodies within me because of the cootie shot. When you've got cootie shot antibodies, you're good. You heard it here first in the Renaissance Man Show. Thanks to Dr. Angel Dreams, who has filled us in. Dr. Angel Dreams is also going to be live tomorrow with Dr. Oz. Yeah, they're talking it out together about this new concept. So if you want to tune into that midday, what time was that again, Angel Dreams? I think it was like 3 o'clock. You're on with Dr. Oz, and you guys are going to talk about how you can literally curb this pandemic. Yep, with one simple phrase. One simple question, really. Have you had your cootie shot? By Menon. The old
You ever wondered
by Menon
what
routine.
actors and actresses do when they have to?
No, nobody cares what actors and actresses do. What's this guy talking about?
Well, you ever wonder what actors and actresses do?
Nobody freaking cares what those idiots do.
Oh, you gotta go do this. We sit on our ivory towers and you should do this.
Yeah, we really give a crap what you have to say. Like I saw, it so bothered me this so much the other day. I see Morgan Freeman of all people. He's like, look, I'm Morgan Freeman. Apparently people trust me. And if you trust me, I got the vaxaroo. So you should get it too. I was like, what the are you kidding me? You got Morgan Freeman. He's even saying it. He came out, he goes, look, I hear that people trust me. So I'm just going to say this. I got it. And you should, if you trust me, then you should too. Like, what does trusting you have to do with this 9 months in thing, right? I mean, seriously? Oh, 9 months in. We know, do you? Okay. How's it looking 3 years out? Oh, we don't know. You should have called Back to the Future, Mark. You didn't call Back to Future, Mark, to get the inside scoop on what happens to the foolios that listen? Yeah, you got their best interests at heart. I can tell. It's a sad state of affairs, right? I don't know what else to say about it, to be honest. Anyway, that's just a funny bit that happened because Dr. Angel Dreams came in and just gave me a little, little something there. I want to play you this thing. This is a song about a song. This is a little something called the Funk, the Division. And at the end of the day, that's what we all need to be doing. Like 1,000,000%. You get outdoors, no matter who you see, if they got a puss on their face, give them a smile and say, hey, buddy, how about we funk the division? They'd be like, what's that all about? I say, check it out. It's live on the 7th album of the Mark Pires series for 2021. Pick up all 7 albums on iTunes, on Spotify, and all other platforms. Funk the Division.
start to open your mind, start to truly wake up to truth, to truly wake up with you. Come join me in the light. I swear we're gonna feel much better than I make you feel every night. Turning on the negative, yeah, gonna bring you down and they do, yeah, they're just raking in the dollars. Come join me in the light, yeah, they're just raking in the dollars. Funk the division, funk the division, raking in the dollars, and you're there, you're eating it up. Say, I hope you just start to open up. Funk the division, funk the division, they're selling you. Funk the division, they're selling you. Alright, so this is coming along a little. I think it's actually, the action's a little better.
don't know if you can see this. This is kind of a crazy chord to hold. I gotta get the I don't know if you can see, but the back end, this is really high. I gotta get this action down still. Up here is okay. I can put up here all day. It's still high. Anyway, I'll get it worked out. Tomorrow, I'll clean it up. I'm going to keep adjusting it, actually. I might play another and keep adjusting it, see if I can get it down. I've been turning the truss rod. I just don't know how much I can turn it. Like, this thing was like this. So I'm trying to bring it down, but I also have heard, like, if you go too much, you could crack the neck. So I'm like, I don't know how long. I already kind of brought it like 4 or 5 turns. I think I should hold off for the night and then wait till tomorrow and give it a couple more cracks. I think I've heard you don't do it all at once, Mark. I want it all done now. Broke the neck. 2 necks. 2 Gibson necks broken. Same month or so. Try hanging it upright on a wall for... Oh, not a bad idea. Oh, thank you, Juniper. That means so much. Well, I've got something for you, June. There's a little something for Juniper. Okay, guys, at the end of the day, there's so much fear-mongering in this world right now. This song will be on the album in 4 days. There's so much fear being placed on our shoulders on a daily basis in order to distract you from this very second right now. And this is why it's extremely important for you and your soul's health to show up here daily, at least to grab a few minutes of peace and pure light. It's funny. I heard a couple things. This random. I don't know how much you guys agree or believe with that there are other civilizations on different planets. I'm certain there are, because I would never be ignorant enough to believe that we are so unique that we're all alone in all of this cosmos. So I believe that there are, an unlimited amount, or at least something we can't even comprehend the amount of life forms there are. But anyway, there was one that I heard about. I don't know what the name of them. Someone said, "Oh, they're a light being, and they come from their philosophies from the oneness, like being one with everybody, and they're considered like everyone's brother and sister." And I was like, man, that sounds a lot like what I'm trying to get us to do here. Is like, I don't give a freaking crap what you think or care about, or as far as what you believe in, or what your political beliefs are. That doesn't matter. We should be able to find a common ground, to laugh, to listen to some music, and to feel great for a little while. And connecting in the light is the only way to do that. So, as often as you can, try to form your own purity. Try to form your own pure light for people to engage in. You don't want people to feel anything murky. I got to tell you, too, there's one just final little piece here before I play this. This freaking cricket, he's somewhere in this basement. I gotta throw him an elbow. We live in a very weird world where people have this tendency to compare themselves to others. And I think that's a very, very dire road to go down. You never want to sit on any seat and look at others and compare yourself, because you have a uniqueness to you that they don't have. So I know that you're looking at them and you're like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I was doing this, or I wish this was as good as that thing, and whatever. And that is just the way you find misery. You start doing things that don't make you happy, and you start living in a weird jealousy zone. It's a weird thing. I'm 43 now, okay, and I think one of the things I figured out in my life is that when you keep your head on the road and you focus on what you do well, and you focus on what you're meant to do, and you don't freaking care about anything else going on around you, then you could start to create. Then you could start to find something of your own. But whenever you're trying to mimic or you're trying to do something someone else is doing, you're going to wind up failing. That's not how this works. You can't go out there and just try to be like something. You got to find your own self and then bring it to the surface, or else it's kind of a waste of time. You almost feel like, in a way, you're living a lie. So tap into that uniqueness that you have. Bring something to the surface that's totally you, and the world will recognize it. And if they don't, at least it will make you happy because you lived your ultimate purpose. I've been living my ultimate purpose for 970. Right now, we're sitting here at 12:38. It's pretty late, 970 days in a row. You would think that at that point, we'd have a fair amount of people, you know what I mean? That would be at least knowing this show exists, tuning into this show. And we would be able to just always have like a core of, let's just say, a couple hundred people. That's a fair estimate to think you should have after 970 days in a row. A couple hundred people that are live with you throughout the show. And that grows or gets smaller, but it's somewhere in that range. We've never even gotten close to that. Ever. And it doesn't matter, because the 13 souls that are with me in this moment right now, by the way, my favorite number, each of you are so important to me and to this planet. And when you realize that, and when you realize that not only do you have worth, but you have so much value that you can't even comprehend it. And we put so much on ourselves, and we're so critical of ourselves. And we're always looking in the mirror and saying, I don't like this about myself. And why can't I do this better? And why does that person do this? Again, the comparing and putting yourself down gets you nowhere in life. Always say, I'm doing the best I can. If you try to find smiles within all of that, and just realize that this is a crazy roller coaster ride that nobody's figured out yet. That's the reality of this. You go through life and you learn things as you go that astonish you. And you say, why didn't I know that before? Why wasn't I taught that before? Why didn't I figure that out before? Maybe you weren't meant to. Maybe you were supposed to figure it out right then. Maybe you're supposed to get that message right then. Maybe you're supposed to hear this right now. I believe everything that happens on this show is meant to happen. And when you tune in, it was when you were meant to tune in. If it was for a laugh, if it was for a piece of music, or if it was for a moment like this, you tuned in when the light of this universe wanted you to tune in. When they used to say God works in mysterious ways, I truly believe that is such an unbelievably true statement. I'm just a streamer on YouTube. There's a lot of streamers on YouTube. Has anybody else started streaming on December 31st? Just decided to do it the last day of a year, or on the first day of a year? Oh, January 1st, I started a show, and then it wound up being an everyday thing that never ended again. Like, God works in mysterious ways. When I was a kid, I listened to hip-hop. Till I was 18, 17. One of my best friends tried to always get me to listen to Jethro Tull, listen to other music like, Dave Matthews, Counting Crows. And nope, I wanted to listen to Old Dirty. I wanted to listen to NWA and Gravediggers and Loonies and Tupac. I was listening to stuff like that. My cousin was a hip-hop promoter in Yonkers, New York, and I was from New Jersey. What I knew was rap. I didn't even know you could play an instrument. I had no idea that was a thing. I remember a friend had a piano or an organ over across the street from my house in New Jersey, and he played the Fur Elise, the song I just played for you. Do, 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 just with the finger. And I remember figuring it out by ear. I was like, oh, that's the song he played for me. And I used to play that always as I was growing up. I'd find a piano and I'd play that song. It was my favorite song in history. 17, I go to a party. High school, end of the summer of our senior year, all going to college. Like, this is the last party before we all go to college. I remember that. I walk into the back room, and my friend Sean is sitting there playing an acoustic guitar, and I'd never seen anybody play an acoustic guitar before. You're going to think that's weird, but I was 17 and I'd never seen it. And he's playing. You know that Dave Matthews Warehouse tune? And I start singing it. Oh, my friend, I know I seem wrong beating from tomorrow. And I'm singing it, and I'm like, holy freaking cow, you could sing Dave Matthews songs? Like, at this time, by senior year in high school, I'd heard Dave Matthews, I'd heard Jethro Tull, I'd figured out that the Grateful Dead was not Gin Grateful Dead, that they were actually like a really mellow jam band. And that day, at that party, I told my friend, I said, look, I'm going to learn how to play every one of Dave Matthews' songs, and when we meet next year, I'm going to be singing and playing all of Dave Matthews' songs. I was a huge fan of his at the beginning. So he goes, whatever, dude. I bought the guitar the next day. I said, Sean, do you mind coming with me to a guitar store? I don't know what to buy. I went to Stanford Music. Turnpike Music, I think they called it. Bought my Washburn. It's somewhere in this basement. Crap guitar. But you know what? It was my first guitar, and I ripped my fingers up learning how to play. And I learned something about the ability to do things when I bought this guitar. When I bought the guitar, I had no intention of just learning how to play guitar. I wanted to learn how to play and sing. I wanted to sing and play guitar. That was it. So from day one, I was playing like... Don't put that down to the old road. Don't put many days into the broad. In the new leaf over. In the middle of the night, there's a madman burning around, burning out of rain. Mister, if you're gonna walk on water. I don't think those are the chords. I think it's whatever it is. But anyway, I was singing like Counting Crows right from the top. Now, not well, but my goal was to sing and play guitar from the top. My brother learned how to play the guitar at the same time, but he didn't do that. He wanted to just play guitar. So after I'd written a bunch of... Well, this is I'm fast forwarding, but eventually my brother wanted to learn how to sing and play. And this is the story. He goes, I don't understand how you do it. How do you sing and play? I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. I'll be like... And then... man, I can't do it. I said, that's you trying? This is literally how it went. I said, that's you trying? And he goes, yeah, I can't do it. I said, do it again. And she goes... Liberty down. Yeah, see, I can't get the voice and the guitar. I said, try it again. Liberty down. Yeah, no, I'm not doing. Try it again. Liberty came and she told me. See, you got a little bit further there. You were starting to do it. He's like, yeah, wait a second. I swear, 4th, 5th time he was singing and playing guitar. People have a problem with roadblocks. They think that they're impossible to go around. You got to go through them. And the only way to do that is by embarrassing yourself, if it happens to be in front of your brother, whoever the freak it is, in order to push through that barricade, that blockade. He did that in front of me, right in front of me. He wrote a bunch of songs. My brother's written a bunch of songs because of that. And it's all because I pushed him through it, that barricade. And he's done that for me many times in my life, I'm sure, too. But that was an amazing moment to see how positivity and the ability to push through when you're not doing something well in order to get better at it. The more you practice anything, the more proficient you become, but also you start to get a confidence that really will take you places. So back to the story, get the guitar, and I start learning how to sing and play the DMB catalog. About 6 months in, I got sick of it, and I started writing and never looked back. I play some covers randomly, but we have 91 songs released so far this year. I had 13 songs from 2007. I got 26 songs, an acoustic album I never released to the world. That's sitting in my computer somewhere. And we write songs every day. I don't know how many songs I've written. I really don't. I'm gauging somewhere in the 400 to 500 range. But at the pace that we're going right now, my first album of next year, actually, I think maybe by the end of this year, when I put out my final album this year, I will be within 1 or 2 songs of the entire Beatles playlist. They released 183 songs. I'll have 169 by the end of this year, plus 13 from 2006. That's 182. I'll be one short of the Beatles by the end of this year, in 1 year. And that's just released. Like, we have so many songs that never released. I could release instrumental. I could release 7 instrumental albums right now as well. Maybe I should, just so that all of it's out there, But the reality is, I'm having so much fun here, and it's all because God works in mysterious ways. It wasn't because until I saw that kid playing the guitar, it made me buy a guitar. I started playing guitar. I started focusing on this. Like, all I wanted to do was write music. I almost signed a record deal. That record deal would have brought me to LA. I never would have invented the beat seat. That's another piece of God working in mysterious ways. That's like unbelievable. Free will is real. I could have gone. I could have signed that deal and gone. It wasn't a fair deal, but I could have worked out a deal and gone. Free will is real. You never choose the wrong path. You choose your path. There's no such thing as choosing the wrong path. You make the decision you're meant to take, and it's not the wrong path. It's not the wrong decision. It's just the one you're meant to take. I was meant to get married, come back here, work as a real estate agent, invent the beat seat, change the world for people with special needs, for musicians who want to put on shows by themselves. And then I started a variety program that's live every day for 970 days in a row. And it all started on December 31st of 2018. I just find that fascinating still, that my New Year's Eve every year for Renaissance Men is December 30th. We're going to get together. We need a venue, and we're going to gather. We're going to connect. We're going to laugh. We're going to play music. And we're going to share some positivity and pure energy in the same room together every year on December 30th, the day before New Year's Eve for the planet. Our New Year's Eve, the Renaissance New Year's Eve. This show never intended from the start to be like every day. I was like, I'm just going on to talk about what I'm doing with real estate. December 31st, 2018. God works in mysterious ways. Throughout the process, it's so weird. Day like 500 was like on like, it's just such, every time there was a big day, it would happen to be like on something. Like Easter was like day 888, something. I don't know what it was, but it's like, it's always like a weird number. Everything's synchronicity's been there through the whole show. And that's why I've always used the synchronicity to tell me you're on the right path, buddy. Don't worry about what you see down there. That doesn't matter. What matters is the message. What matters is the laughter and the music. So, if I look at my whole journey and I look at the fact that this is absolutely what the world needs today, and that I write these songs the same way I've written them for 20 plus years. They're songs from the soul that are intended to bring a world together. Back then it was a world that I knew would be dying someday. Now it's dying, and we're here trying to revive it. So when I say I'm sick of being scared, you know why.
Good morning, America. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Today.
Close to midnight now. The wind is starting to make noise as I sit and I ponder my next step. I hear a strange noise in the distance. I get creeped out, the hair on the back of my neck stands up, wondering what's coming round the bend. I stand up, turn around, and I say, who's there? No one says a word back, and I'm wondering, do I stay here and take my chances? So I take a breath. I decide to hold down the fort and see if I could take it on myself. Someone's there, I'm prepared. Got my gat, it's strapped inside. I'm ready. I can take on at least 1 or 2 cats. Who's there? I say again, and no one says a word, but I hear that noise again. Again. My ears perked up like a dog. I'm wondering if I need to pounce if that creature comes round. I'm sick of being scared. All of a sudden, the clouds clear. You can see a full moon on the rise. I'm thinking to myself, there might be a wolf behind the clearing. Maybe it's a werewolf. I don't know, it's the full moon, I'm worried. I don't know, maybe I should check my ammo. I don't think it's silver bullets, but I gotta be ready. I'm sick of being scared. I can't believe I left my house tonight, and I didn't bring my silver bullets by my side. Usually on full moon nights I'm packed, strapped on, ready for the worst. Never know what's gonna come, so you're ready to go. Got a one on my left leg,
got another on the right. Silver bullet's been one, and I got 45s in the other. I'm ready to take on the world. Who's there? I yell out again, hoping oh, the sound of a friend. Maybe I got nothing back, just that creepy wind. It's blustering in my ear now. It's almost like someone standing behind me, whispering in my ear, don't turn around. I'm sick of being scared all the time. Oh, but the first thing I do is turn around and see what's behind me, 'cause you know I don't like to be surprised, and nothing's there, no one's there. I don't see a thing, I don't see anything that's been disturbed, no, except me, and I'm waiting to see if there's somebody hiding in the trees, coming to take me. Oh, I'm gonna keep my eyes open all night. I'm not going to sleep, no. I don't care how tired I get. I'm sick of being scared. I'm sick of being scared. You can send a bear my way, I don't care. I'll be here all night in my tent scared, and I'm not going anywhere, no. I light a bonfire, put it all around my tent. There's no way for anything to get through that. No, I'm protected by flames, yeah. Up the rain, them flames, you come my way, I'm gonna burn you down, yeah. Don't care if you're a ghost or if you're a bear, you're going down. I'm sick of being scared. I'm sick of being scared. The moon cascades over the hillside, seeing into the tree lines. Could see someone there creeping around. From back the hammer on the gun, I'm ready. If he comes, run through the trees at me. Gonna shoot him down, gonna take him down. Oh, I'm gonna go and pray. No one answers back, no. Just that creepy sound coming out the tent door. Wondering if that's the bear or it's a ghost or it's worse. I don't care, I just wanna know. Oh yeah, I'm sick of being scared all the time. All the news coming at me, it makes me feel like it's all over if I don't do what they say. Can't live my life anymore, no way. If you do, you're in danger. You didn't lie, yeah. Your time's at 4:15, yeah. You better be there, you can't be late. But I'm sick of being scared. I'm sick of being scared. I'm sick of being scared all the time, all day, all night. Can't turn on the TV without it. The haunting, it comes over me. I don't know what to do. Start feeling insecure, feeling like I don't if I could make it another day more. All the lies, the hate, this
bringing me down every day. Sick of being scared. I'm sick of being scared. I'm sick of being scared. I'm sick of being scared all the time. I'm sick of being scared.
Throw that pick. Throw that freaking pick. Throw it! Gosh almighty, you can't throw the pick! Sick of being scared? You're not scared to throw a pick? Can't figure it out. Narda, I'm glad you're here. We are rocking through some stuff. I got... Guitar needs to be updated. This one over here needs to be adjusted. I got another one over there needs to be adjusted, but right now my electric doesn't even have enough strings on it. I got 5 strings on a 6-string guitar. We did one song once where we came out great called Fight Back, something like that. We've got to fight back. It's on the last album. Whew. By the way, if you guys do enjoy the music, you can listen anytime for free on Spotify. All 91 songs, actually 104 songs, are on Spotify because the 13... This whole album is on as well. But you can go and listen anytime if you support the show, like others have. You can go to iTunes, Tidal, Deezer, any other platform, and pick up an album or 7. And in about 4 days, the 8th album of 2021 will be released. I have a master plan to release 13 albums this year, 169 songs. Currently, there are 91. We're in the process of getting 13 more, so we'll be at 104, which means I still have to write 65 songs this year. So most people will be like, oh my goodness, I have to write 65 songs. I'm like, I can't wait to just write 165 and then pick the best 65 out of the 165. Mindset is everything. I'm going to write 6,433 songs and we'll pick out the best 65. I'm going to show up every day and write 54 songs and then we'll pick out the next 65 out of the best, out of those 3,234 songs. I like those 65. What? You can't write 64,722 songs and then be like, I liked those 65. Narda, thank you so much. Check this one out. This is a song right here for this entire planet to really pay attention to because there's something that most people don't understand. They think if I accomplish X, then I'll find happiness. Or if I do this, life doesn't work that way. Most people think that accomplishing or getting something is going to give you something. It doesn't work that way. It's usually when you give something that you get something. And in general, the most important statement is you can't get away from you. And so, funking the hell out of this one.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now $400 less. The original Peloton.
Yeah, getting behind the wheel, going all night into the moonlight. Yeah, stars above, you don't mind. The roads are clear, you can see for miles driving. Yeah, when you're blazing through the night, and the sun is starting to rise in front of you. You're driving into the light. There's nothing like the neon glow is coming through you. You're driving like you're flying through. Getting the energy though, so you take it on you, throw it into the next gear. You're moving it quicker now. You got no fear, 'cause no one's out on the road yet. Yeah, you're gonna take it as long as you get before we clog up. Yeah, it's like this pandemic's all over. Yeah, every bag out on the road, and it's slow like a rover. Yeah, you're sitting rolling over. Yeah, you got it, you're just waiting for people to clear the road. Gotta get back to the floor, I gotta go in, drive it till I get to the sun. Everything you do, it builds you up to this moment. It's up to you, can you live with it? You can't get away from you, no, no. You can't get
we just write another song? Sure did. Oh gosh, I love that song too. Like, if you're gonna get funky, you better get the freaking funk out and be like, I can't get away from you. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't on a, can't get away from your song, like, I don't know what to tell you then. Like, maybe you just didn't really want it. I don't know. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just being honest with you. You didn't show it. You're like in the huddle and you're the guys like this in the huddle. Like, I didn't expect you. I wanted to see this in the huddle. You were like this. That's just not good body language, buddy. Like, you showed us from the top that you didn't have what it took. It took something extraordinary, and you just showed us. Like I can't wait to get home and make that, potato skin. Like, you like potato skins, you're that guy. I put cheddar cheese on it. Did you? You're a bacon bits guy, I bet. Like, you didn't even get real bacon. You got bacon bits. Or how about Bacos? You got freaking Bacos. Shaking the freaking Bacos on top of your tater skins. You like potato skins. That's just on you, though. Like, I'm sorry. Most people aren't into potato skins. Like, they'll go for anything but potato skins. You gotta have them. Like, you're like, I'm going to potato skins. You get the special ones from Wisconsin. Wisconsin potatoes. Do they even sell them in Wisconsin? I don't even know. It's cheese in Wisconsin. I don't know where they get potatoes from. Idaho. He's got the special Idaho potatoes. He's bringing them in from Boise. It's the Boise dozen. You get a Boise dozen. Shoo, 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 shoo. Potato skin in it. Good for you over there with your potato skin. Bacos. How are those Bacos doing, huh? When you try to cook Bacos, they just disintegrate. Yeah, they just disappear into the atmosphere. We don't know what happens to them. CFCs. Chlorofluorocarbons going into the atmosphere, eating the ozone. You thought that it had to do with us. Carbon footprint. No, it was chlorofluorocarbons from Bacos and bacon bits. You should have known. But that's why we're here on the Renaissance Man, so we could shine light on all of those little factoids that you just... You guys hear that freaking thing? Holy cow. So I see my brother acts. He's throwing something out there. I don't have a guitar that works right now, so we can't play Family Jam. But I found a moment called the Family Jam moment that I will play for you. And this is when the show used to be called Mark Pires Real Talk. And we had the Real Talk Family Jam. Now it's called the Renaissance Family Jam. And I just don't have a guitar, so we'll do that probably tomorrow night. I'm going to get strings tomorrow.
Atera includes everything MSPs and IT pros need in one
But that's okay, because we're going to rise above. We're going to find our way. If we connect every day. And I'll come play songs for you. And I'll make things that make you laugh too. And we'll live in the moment. Me and you are going to find our moments together. We won't let the negativity win. And it's up to us if we want to look within. I'll be to help you. Like you're here to help me. These words find the target if you're listening. If you're listening to the sounds of the noise of the universe, it's coming out of me in real time, now, no. One rise up and smile, the new day is born.
So don't look down now. I'll be here to hold you up. We'll get somewhere positive together. If you stick with me. If you stick with me. If you stick with me. Real Dog Family Jam, whoa, whoa. Real Dog Family Jam, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Dog Family Jam, whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Dog Family Jam. Getting down, getting down, I'm getting down. Listen to that sound. It's the Real Talk Family making the noise and getting it out. We're gonna stop that blues, bringing up smiles, making us feel great. Who cares about that crap going on outside? I always said it's about the light that we build. We're gonna stop everything else from penetrating. And like, let's just keep on going. Let's just keep doing our thing. Don't worry about what that trouble brings. We're gonna stay away. That's what we do. We like to make some peace in this world, me and you. It's the people out there that think we don't. They don't understand that it's them. They need to look in the mirror. Couldn't be any clearer. Oh, man.
Ashley Home Store.
Real Talk Family Jam. That was a great moment right there. We did have a lot of good family jams. I don't know how to go back and look for those specifically, but outside of that, good family jams. We're in the process of continuing to drive forward with new content. I got to play because we're on society stuff straight up. Like a lot of that stuff is society driven, but these are, I think these are songs that can help us change things. If we could figure out how to get them into the, into the ears of most people who are out there, like in fear, they'll feel better about it. Like, how about this? Here's a good one. Here is a good one right here. So, when you're a streamer and you put out your heart and soul, right? That's all. You show up, you just want to try to get a fair shake. You want to be able to put something out there and let people see it. You want to be able to put out a piece of content that you know can make a difference and let it make a difference. And when you can't, or when you have no choice but to be at the will of the man, you basically deal with something that we call the shutdown. It's like, people call it different things, but they shut you down. And you may think that you're getting your word out, but the reality is the numbers tell you that you're not. And they can put you where they want. And what they decide to do is control. Everything's about control. So, when you have something to say, they shut you down. When you have something that can help, they shut you down. When you have something that's true, they shut you down. Before my eyes, and I can't seem to make a dent. So many faces just blocked by your mask. Take away your
sense of self. You're just a number in a crowd. You're talking too loud. The things you say go against the grain. Yeah, gonna shut you down now. 2021, never more of an illusion, freedom than there is right now. You could say what you want, you could say how you feel, but if we don't like what you're saying, we'll keep you down, we'll drown you out, we'll shut you down. They shut you down. You could be the highest office in the land, they'll shut you down. You could just be a young man trying to make a change in a bad land. Some bad people with a bad plan. We all wanna take a stand. You just shut us down. Take your time when you make a move, 'cause now if you make the wrong move, they'll shut you down. Try not to speak out of turn. Try not to talk about their methods. Try not to talk about all the things they're doing to try to take you down. Yeah, they keep shutting you down. Yeah, they shut you down. CV19, it's just coming out, this crazy nightmare. Some people think it's a dream, like Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci. Hopefully it's over soon, but that's not stopping if you get that Vaxaroo. No, it's not going to help you. Maybe in the short term, but who knows what happens in the end. A year or two go by, you're asking yourself why. Why did I do it when I stayed away? Why did I do it? And now I can't go in reverse. I'm not able to go back in time and say which road should I take. I already took it, yeah. We swear it's safe and there's nothing that you should worry about. Yeah, they may be booking, no, we don't really know anything, but we've got to get you to comply. But all of a sudden, people who are asymptomatic aren't really the carriers, no. It doesn't really go to you, no. And the people don't get it, no. If you got the Vaxaroo, no, they shut you down, yes. They shut you down. They shut you down. Shut you down.
shut you down. He ran over and smiled like a clown, and they shut you down. I saw the man, I saw him do it, yeah.
He put his foot down on the gas and kept going with a smile on his face. He ran me over and he kept on going. There were at least 1,000 people there that saw that day.
What do you mean? No one wants to say, no one wants to step up and be a man or a woman, say what really went down. No, because they shut you down.
Underground, 6 feet down. Yeah, you shouldn't say the word now.
They shut you down. They shut you down. They shut you down. They shut you down. They shut you down.
Shut you down.
Through the pick, light. It was a light throw, but it was still a throw. Don't even get fresh and say that wasn't a throw. In the Book of Mormon, it says that's a throw. So they shut you down. That's the reality of the current situation we're in. And the reality is there's something bigger that they're doing this for. It's either what we thought it is, which is about, sizing down the group here. But could it be about something bigger? I want to see, I got to talk to Wages. I got to talk to Scott from Planet X, because there's been some crazy stuff. I've seen a couple of videos I can't understand. A few of them I want to ask you guys about quickly. One of them, again, I understand that people can post whatever, they can create things. But on TikTok, I saw like a portal, this like portal in a woods, right? And this guy, there's like five or six videos of it. And the guy climbs through the portal and he's in like a different world. And there's two suns. He looks up, there's two freaking suns. Like I joked about that recently, that like we were gonna have two suns. Was he in a different time? Same world? And maybe we do have two suns one day? I don't know, but did anybody else see that? It was very, very weird. And he was just saying how beautiful it was there, and that as soon as you broke through the field, you can smell and feel, but not until you get through it. You have to get fully through it, and then you're like there. And it stays active for 2 hours. I don't know if it's real. It seems pretty real. I've seen other people do stuff too with just working on like multiple hertz generators, where you have 240 hertz, whatever, all these different hertz going, and they're running different sound modulators. And then I've seen a portal open with that. That was crazy. I hear that freaking cricket. But that is something that I started wondering, is there a way to perhaps create these portals and you just travel around the world or the different planets just through these portals. And I used to always say, like, obviously there's so much different contradiction out there, but I was like, how the heck does NASA know if there's oxygen or anything, you know? My friend, who's a genius scientist, works for a company that actually works with NASA, said that they do it with like an infrared scope and they can see the colors. So the color of the planet tells them something. If it's, you know, say orange, I think they say it's nitrogen planet, you know, whatever, and they see like something green and water-based, I think that's probably water, I'm not sure, and oxygen-based. But the question I had was, how do you know that you couldn't just go there and just be like, yeah, there's enough oxygen to just walk around, you know? Nobody knows anything about outer space. The other thing that's pretty interesting is nobody's ever left the Earth atmosphere, right? Or someone said it's a closed space. Bill Nye said that. He's not even really a scientist, but he was like, I want people to understand this. This is a closed space. Nobody's ever left the Earth atmosphere. Like, we've gone into lower Earth orbit, and he was trying to paint I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson was saying, do you realize that we call these people astronauts because they've gone to space? He said they've gone basically the distance from, it's less than from New York to DC in the air. That's as far as we can go because of the Kármán belt, I think. No, the Kármán belt is when we get through. There's another thing called, there's a radiation thing. I can't think of the name of it right now. And you can't get through that radiation. Like, people you die, like, just going through it. So nobody can leave. We can't leave here. That's why the idea that these interplanetary beings perhaps aren't. Maybe they're just interdimensional or like multidimensional. They're here anyway. We just can't see them unless they want us to see them. And they're within as well. Maybe. I'm not sure, because we can't leave our realm here. It's just kind of interesting. I've been looking at a lot of stuff. Stanley Kubrick. Did you guys see this? I have a video of Stanley Kubrick basically just saying that the whole thing was made up. The video that they made up for the moon was totally made up. He was like, look, they didn't even have... And then even Buzz Aldrin, he's on, I think it was Conan O'Brien. And Conan's like, oh, I remember being in my house with my family and we watched you and Neil Armstrong walk on the moon the first time. He's like, no, you didn't. He's like, yeah, and no, you didn't. He's like, you saw, like, you thought you saw something. He was like, you saw production. He's like, we didn't have cameras. We didn't have live video then. We didn't have live TV. Like, and so he basically said it was you know, it was made up for the people to see something, to believe it happened, or maybe it happened but they didn't have video. You know, like how do you get video from the surface of the moon of them getting off the aircraft the first time? How did that work? Oh, hold on. We got the shot. All right, come on down, Neil. So you let the cameraman out first before Neil? Is that how we're doing it these days? Look, we're letting Neil get the first boots on the ground after the camera gets set. Cameraman, go down there. Just don't say a word, because the first words of the moon matter. So just go walk over there. Can you jump really far? There's a gravitational thing here. You can float like 12 feet away. Get into position. Don't make like an indentation in the ground. Can you do that? Can you float? You can't figure out how to float in the air. Get the camera set up. Maybe you put the camera down. You jump. I'm giving you an idea now. You jump from the pod through the air, holding the tripod down like a crutch. As the tripod hits the ground, you do like a trampoline balance beam situation and hold yourself up. Push record. And then you got to do another thing. You push off the camera and then you kind of do it at a 30-degree angle, because you got to get back to the lunar module before touching the surface. You're not allowed to touch the surface. Neil Armstrong touches the surface first, okay? And says, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. But only after cameraman jumps, does his crazy acrobatic move, hold himself up, push up in the air, scoots back, lunar module, good to go. That was worked out way before. Look, we're going to have to figure out when we get there, how the heck are we going to get footage of this? Okay, look, we're going to tell people that Neil Armstrong is the first person to walk on the moon, but we're going to let Tom go out there and just get a shot. Tom, look, we don't want you to step on the moon, but if you have to, just freaking do it, okay? Just go like this afterwards. Just wipe it down. Can you wipe it down after? Look, I cover up your tracks. Cover up your tracks. Because you don't want anybody doing like a tracker situation. And they're like, zip, 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 zip. Oh, there's Tom. That's on the moon. You get tracked down on the moon because of your footprints? Sorry, Tom didn't make it back. He didn't do the wash away. You're supposed to wash away your footprints. You know, I can't believe you didn't wash away your footprints, Tom. Neil Armstrong first. Astronaut on the moon. That was the trick. That was the trick. They got the public when they said first astronaut on the moon. If they said first person on the moon, Tom Dickerson, he was the first person on the moon. And they had him in tinfoil. They were like, just pushed him out. They're like, just go out there, buddy. Just get the shot, okay? Just push record. If you don't make it back, that's all right. Armstrong's going to push the power button again. He's going to bring it back in. And he's going to wipe away your footprints, so you never were remembered. History of time. They forgot about you. They're like, what happened to Tom Dickerson? He went to the moon. We heard. Where is he? I don't know. Can't even track him. You can't track him anymore because the footprints are gone. They're Armstronged. You got Armstronged, really. Like, nobody expected to be Armstronged at the end of the day. They're like, look, Neil Armstrong's a good guy. Nope. You got freaking Armstronged. He was like, you're not walking on the moon before me, all right? I'm Neil freaking Armstrong. I worked my tail off to be here first, okay? I'm putting a foot down on that moon. Push record. One giant leap. I just did it. Hold on. I'm going to grab the broom. I'm going to wipe away Tom's footprints. Just cut this afterwards. Tell Stanley Kubrick to cut it. That's what happens. You know, most people don't understand. But you're dealing with a huge production, NASA production, you know. Some people go to Bollywood. Some people go to Hollywood. Other people go to freaking Cape Canaveral, you know. Or some people say down in Antarctica and they just pretend down there they film things there. And they're like, look, it's Mars. Yeah. Yeah, Nom is right. Tom got Zuckerchooched, really, is what happened. Yeah. Look, Dickerson. You got Dickerson. It wasn't an Eric Dickerson situation either. You got Dickerson and Zuckerchooched. And we feel bad. Like, sort of, you know? Like, I'm not really sure that it could have gone any better for Tom, though, you know? I mean, he still was the one to get to film the first shot on the moon. They burned the film afterwards. I don't know why they did. Like, what happened to the film? Oh, we need to make room for other footage. Oh, okay. You filmed over the first flight to the moon ever because you need to capture other crap footage of something in outer space. You couldn't buy more tapes. Billions of dollars you get every year. You couldn't buy more tapes. You couldn't keep the original tapes. We go back to my show a couple weeks ago when conspiracy theories just become conspiracy. You know, it's like, what are you kidding me? What a crazy world we live in. Oh. And this is what we do at the end of the show. Get a little rant in. You know, why not? Because when we get together, life is just a little better. So, fam and friends, we did it again. Day 970 in a row. Tomorrow, Saturday Night Live, we do it again. If you haven't, guys, follow me over on TikTok. In fact, I have something I haven't played for you yet. I should play it quickly. It's about a minute long. And if you haven't followed me on TikTok, you could do it at the same time. I'll give you the link. Here it is right here. It's a 1-minute clip, so before we finish up the show, let me play this for you and see what you think. Just a little current event for you.
My fellow Americans, my Aunt Judy told me I should come out here and talk to you a little. Tell you about the action plan. tell you why we're leaving so quickly. I said we should send some more families in before we withdraw. You gotta get them out, but maybe after we actually already withdraw. Look, we're gonna leave them there. You gotta figure it out on your own. Maybe you could find a tunnel or something. My Aunt Judy told me there's lots of tunnels there in Afghanistan. Look, I gotta take a naparoo, so I'm just quickly gonna tell you that this thing in Afghanistan is going perfect. Just check the news. They always get it right. They got it right about me for the last 5 years, last 52 years, really. I was bad, then I was good. Now I'm good, even though I'm bad. Look, I gotta get going. But those people that are stuck in Afghanistan, they're not going anywhere. My Aunt Judy told me I should just come on out here and tell the people what they need to know, not what they should know. Anyway, I gotta go with Sleep Sofa Joe, Bumbling Biden, Blundering Biden, Sleepy Poopy Pants, and Joey Futon.
Oh, the face swap lives again on TikTok. So if you guys can give me a follow over on TikTok, I got about 5 pages over there. Let's see, I'll tell you my pages just in case you do TikTok at all. I've got Back to the Future Mark is one of my pages. Mark Pires Renaissance Man. Mark Pires Music. And Mock E. Pires. Mock E. Pires, no? Nobody? Bueller? Bueller? Mock E. Pires? No? Nothing? I started a TikTok page for my electric car. I'm like, you know what? There's not many out there. I've only seen 5 cars. I've only seen 5 of them. And it's because there's like a shortage of chips in the country right now. Because of Chadda. Chadda's going to be doing the things. Okay, but Latia, give me some chips from friggin' Chadda. So basically, bottom line is there's not many out there, and I'm like really fascinated by this idea of range and how much range you get on a electric car. So every day I started off just when I charge the car, it seems to charge a different. Like I'll get 377 miles one day. I'm like, holy cow! And then I got 353 the other, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So, and then I got 360, and then I was watching the gauge. I did like 74 miles, and it was at 300, and I'm like, geez. So sometimes I'm getting more. I just can't tell how it works, but regardless of that, I love freaking driving an electric car. I hate gas. I hate the president of the gas company. And he's charging so much for gas. And, at the end of the day, if the president of the gas company wasn't charging so much for gas, we'd all be able to get by, wouldn't we? I went from, I think it was $2 and I want to say 18 cents for premium. And when I brought my car to trade it in for my electric car, I think I not filled up, but I put like enough gas to get up to the dealership. And I want to say it was something like $3.43 a gallon. It went up $1.21. It went up, what was that? Like 33%, you know what I mean? In 6 months, And that's crazy. I kicked myself because I remember last year they were like, oh, the oil companies are all in the dumps, and like everything dropped to like zero. And I was like, I didn't have any funds like sitting around to be able to throw at that, but I wish I did, just to buy like a bunch of oil futures or whatever you want to call it. Because I don't know anything about stocks, but I'm like, that would have been a good time to buy oil. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking if there ever is a time where I'm sitting on a pile of cashish, extra cashish, you gotta have extra cashish to be doing stuff. And if I ever do, and one of those times I get where everybody falls on their face and the market drops, I've never been in the market, so I'll be getting in the market. Oh, look, geez, worth 50 cents. Choo, 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 choo. Spider marked. You got spider marked. Bitcoin came down to $30 again. Choo, 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 choo. I bought 6 billion. It went down to $7 after that. That's the thing, is like the whole Bitcoin thing. I have a friend, not a friend of mine, but friend of my brother-in-law's who's really smart. And it wasn't that he was just like, he's a brilliant guy or whatever. He just was smart to buy Bitcoin. And way back when it was like $200 each, he was buying it. He just kept buying it and buying it. And he was just like, he's stocking up on it, right? And then all of a sudden it went up. He went from just, regular guy to being worth like 10 million bucks. Like, you know what I mean? This thing just went like this. And whoever bought in early was just on fire. And that's really cool. Like, I wish I messed around, but at the same point, I'm the type of person, if I tried to do it myself, I'd be like, oh yeah, let me put it over here. That's not a good one? You mean red's not good? Like, I don't know anything, but I do know that there's a lot of volatility in the stock market. I hear that freaking cricket. I'll tell you what, guys, that cricket needs an elbow in the Facce. I'm just saying, if there's ever a time to give an elbow in the Facce to a cricket, now is that freaking time. Deal with it. So Renaissance man, elbow in the face. Cricket face. Don't forget, I'm putting leeches all over that cricket. He's going to try to do his... He can't do it anymore. Or leeches. He's all leeched up. Under his belly, too. He's got a leech on his belly. That's the biggest one. We put the biggest one on his belly. It's sucked on. Oh, until tomorrow, fam and friends. This has been quite a show. I'll tell you what, this should be a podcast. I should drop this as a podcast. The first 40 minutes were comedy. I'm going to have to take all of that out and make comedy clips for you. Don't forget, tomorrow at 4 p.m. we'll be watching a song together. And I'm going to try to get a piece of comedy together for you guys for around, let's call it 1:30. Yeah, because I have a couple appointments midday for real estate. I want to make sure I watch it with you. So I'll pick a time and try to get in there. But 4 p.m. I'm clear and we'll be watching that song. Can't stop this train. Tomorrow at 4. I want to thank you guys, Chris, Christine, Wolfie. Christine, thank you so much for all the help tonight and for being a mod now. I'm so excited. And Wolfie, I'm so glad you're here. And now is obviously not the time to talk about it because mostly everybody's out for the eve. If you are here, say goodnight or forever hold your peace. And if you have any interest in modding for the show where you think you can help out in order to, you see people come in and you want to let them know, hey, this is a show where we try to build each other up. And I always try to say, if you're a mod, the important thing to remember on this show is, like, when someone shows up for the first time, whatever they're watching, it's one aspect of many aspects of the show. So it's always important to say, hey, welcome, and by the way, right now, Mark's in the middle of a moment. But that's just one part of the show. You got to stick around for some music, for some live songs that were written here, or he's going to write a song after this, or, the comedy. You got to stick around for a laugh too. Like, there's a lot to this show. It's not just what people see when they come on. It's actually probably a third of what is really going on here. Is no matter what you show up and see, that's just a third of what we do here. So you need to stick around for about maybe an hour. If you stick around for 1 hour, you get an idea of what this show's about. It's the moment happening. And it all has to be at a high vibration because you know what? We are leveling up to the 5D. Yeah. The old 5 double deuce. I don't even know what a double D 5er is. I have no idea. But we're vibrating up to it. We're going to be in. Like, shoo, 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 shoo. I was all of a sudden in the clouds with the 5D generation. I didn't say G. I said D. 5D. And the 5D evolution, we're evolving. It made sense. Someone said earlier the reason why they want everybody to get the and the reason they want everybody to be like suppressed is if, say, for, let's just talk like crazy theory, the Anunnaki. Let's just say that that's real and that they are coming back. And that what Scott has found around the sun is really them, and they're on their way. It's just seeing it from it's seeing it weird. I don't know how to explain it, but I still believe we're dealing with a double sun situation. Something's going on over there, and there's planets moving around that freaking sun. Or it's them, and they're just kicking it, and they're like, okay, we're going to go in soon. Like, they're just waiting for the right moment to go in. If they keep us in fear, and look, these people or these higher dimensional beings, whatever, they have malice, their intention is bad. Look, bottom line is this. If those higher dimensional beings had malice for this planet, for us, they could just shoot one beam down here and destroy everything on this planet and just take it for the resources. So they come in peace. As simple as it gets right there. They come in peace. Maybe there's bad ones within, but I think they all come in peace. You know? So, until tomorrow, we'll talk about this some more. Chris, Christine, Num, Subby, and Wolfie. Thank you guys for kicking it with me. I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm going to drop a couple pieces of content for you, and I'll see you at 10:30 for Saturday Night Live. Now, if I can get on earlier, I will, but it's probably not going to be earlier. And if I can get on earlier, I'll leave a community message. By the way, let me know if anybody sees those community messages, because I went in there today and I saw 0 thumbs up on like a lot of them. I'm like, I don't think anybody gets those either. Thanks, YouTube. You know what? The world is being alerted. I told you guys. It's a matter of opening up your heart and reaching out to the world. But that reach, it's a handshake, and it's going to bring every single soul in. But it's not just me. It's going to be 99% you guys that's going to make it happen. So I love you. I appreciate you. And I look forward to tomorrow when we do it all over again. So, until tomorrow. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Run away right